Magriet typifies what we're actually going to talk about today, and she'll tell you about her experience because she was where a lot of you are now. I think it might be, a good idea for Magriet to tell us about her situation because I think she wants to go off just now and deal with SARS. So maybe you can just tell us what your situation was before you took a back office, Magriet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, sure. I can't imagine my life actually without AccFin anymore. I used to have like a huge spreadsheet and with a list of provisionals, first P1, P2, and then annual, and like little ticks. And then I used to write, okay, where am I? It used to drive me crazy because I would lose track where I am in the return and in the process, and then I have to go review and say, okay, like go through. So it was a lot of duplication and a lot of time wasted. And then also extreme frustration with e-filing kicking you out every 2 minutes, basically, because whatever, I don't know why we do that. But so that was a big frustration as well. And then when I went on AccFin, it just like saved me so much time because I can at leisure punch in all the info, do a tax calculation, because that's the other thing that Mark will probably mention is the risk engines that start run. If you keep on doing tax calculations on e-filing, it flags and the risk is higher for an audit. So that you can do at leisure in AccFin as many times as you want. So that was a big thing for me. And then also a huge thing is the just the management. Now I can go on my list, I can draw a report and say who's due now in October, who's due January, and you can concentrate on those. And you can also set your statuses. Mark will probably show it later, and that helps me manage it. So I can say, okay, this far I can make a little note, I need this and that. So I'm rid of all these little pieces of paper on my desk. And another huge thing was also the risk in terms of e-filing terms and conditions. We have to get people to sign their returns and to sign a mandate setting out the terms and conditions so they know exactly what they're in for. And so that is very, very important. I can't stress that enough. So make sure your clients sign a mandate. I don't know if you have that, but sign a mandate, know what their responsibilities are, know what your responsibilities are, and be clear about it. I don't take on a client. When I take on a client, the first thing I send them is the tax mandate. I don't submit a return without them signing a return first and agreeing to that they agree all the information is correct, because that just reduces the risk on my side as well. I think that was most of it. Mark, sorry, I almost like did your whole
no,
I almost went through everything.
No, I want you to describe what your workload was like before. Put yourself in the shoes of most of the people who are listening. How did you handle your practice before you automated?
Yeah, so it was very manual. So like I said, I had lists everywhere, and it was a very slow and tedious process. And I had to like really keep my head focused on what I was doing. With now automating, I can just, it's all in one place, and it's just, I can relax. I've got a system that's helped me as well, and it's just so much easier. I saved a lot of time. The time saving was a huge thing for me. So it just goes so much quicker punching a return into AccFin than doing it on e-filing, because in e-filing you have to go tick every little single thing and make sure nothing is left out, whilst on AccFin you only tick and complete what is necessary. So that is a huge time saver. I think I probably halved my time, and so it increased my capacity. So to take on more clients, because my practice actually grow now. And previously I was like stressed when I take on a new client. I was stressed and I was like, oh, we are going to find the time to do this. Now I just say, oh, come on. It's like, you must welcome. So let me help you. Yeah, so huge stress relief and time saver, yeah.
How big was your practice when you started? I mean, how many taxpayers did you have?
I know you say start at 50, but I had less. I think probably about 40 in total, and now I probably got between 80 and 90. Yeah, so I've basically doubled. Yeah, so
And
not a big
that's
practice,
like
but
in
still.
less than a year. That's about you started
Yes,
last year.
yes, I started last year, July. Yeah. So.
And do you send out emails to your clients?
Oh, that's another brilliant thing that I love about AccFin. It's the bulk emails. I love it. Um, so previously I had to go and like create groups and make sure I edit everything, or yeah, write a separate email. Basically, I remember that used to irritate me a lot, especially in provisional tax season. I used to write for every client a separate email and say, it's like tax season time, it's provisional time, I need this and this and this. Now I send one email to everyone and it's like, wow. So, yeah, so that's just a huge time saver, bulk emails. I love it, yeah.
And it merges all the data into the email.
Yes.
And
Yes, yeah, so there's letters you can attach templates, letters. So I set up templates for each thing, and like a provisional P1, P2, tax season open has got a separate letter, and just send a bulk email, and it's brilliant, yeah.
And do you make use of digital signatures?
Yes, love it. I can't think of doing it any other way now, because previously you had to like send a screenshot or save to PDF and attach it to an email and say, please can you look, the client needs to like print and sign. It's just a cumbersome, such a long drawn out process. Well, now I send it straight from the system, the tax calculation. They can see exactly. I love the tax return pack that's there now, and they can see exactly the calculations, where everything is, how it's calculated, what's the refund pay, whatever, and they sign. It's just like a click, and they sign, and it's back in my back office. It's brilliant. Yeah, that's a huge time saver, and my clients actually love it. They also say, yes, this is brilliant. Yeah.
And when you started, I mean, you've got a family, and you had to divide your time between your family and your work, and you actually work from home, so there's always pressure,
Yes.
And you were by yourself. You were doing everything by yourself.
Yes.
And it was a bit of a nightmare. Now you actually do you employ somebody now to help you?
Yes, yeah. So it was like a little crazy house going. Yeah. So it's always a very fine balance, work-life balance. And that's actually with the back office. It's helped me to scale and also to employ someone now, because now I've got a full-time assistant that works on AccFin as well. And that makes my life so much easier, because she will just do the basic capturing, and I will then just go and review. And so now I can go and filter, and I can say, okay, I can filter according to the status prepared. And I say, okay, which returns are prepared that she prepared? And I say, okay, now I can just review it and submit it if I'm happy. Yeah, so.
And you're not in the same office. You're not in the same office, is that right?
I'm still at home. Yeah, I'm still at home.
Where does she work? Where does she work?
She sits at my dining room table.
Oh, so she comes in. I thought maybe she was somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah, no, she comes in. Yeah. So it works very nicely. I can't imagine how you can, even if you've got staff, I don't know how you still can do work manually on e-filing, because I don't know, it's a hassle. logging in. And I've upgraded also in the sense of I've bought a second screen that I plug in. So I've put AccFin on my second screen and I keep it open the whole day, and it just makes the workflow easier. So anytime during the day I can make a quick note on this. So I've used it also now to make notes on VAT returns, when our VAT returns due and all that. So it's my go-to management system at the moment.
All right. And do you download your assessments and notices?
Yes, that's the new dashboard thing is brilliant. I love it. So every morning I first open AccFin, I go to my dashboard, I download correspondence that's there. So you never miss anything, because previously on e-filing I was so frustrated. You have to go and search for the correspondence. I mean, then it's there and then it's never in one place. Well, now with AccFin, everything is in one place. So I just like open the dashboard, see what's downloaded overnight, and then I know, okay, that's we can then pay attention to.
All right, is there anything else you can think about? So you've been using the back office for just over a year now, probably.
Yes.
And you could probably grow your practice substantially now. You've got help, but without employing more people. And you're running in the cloud, and the speed is okay. It's pretty quick.
Yes.
I visited your office once.
Yeah.
And the reason why I asked Magriet to come and tell you about her situation is that you can hear she is very enthusiastic. She is the product champion, and she made this work. And she fitted it into her lifestyle. So does anyone want to ask Magriet a question? Okay, Jason says, did it reduce your reviews? He means by SARS.
Yeah, by SARS. No, like you said at the beginning, Mark, the SARS is just going crazy these days. They are reviewing and verifying, auditing everyone into the ground. So not really, but it made the process of the follow-up easier. And also what I can say is I never submit a return without having everything ready and without proof of everything that's on that return. Because if they ask for verification, then it's you've got everything ready. You don't have to go back to the client. Yeah.
All right. The point that I want to make is that when SARS receive a return from whatever source, whether it be from us or anyone else, or from if you're pushing 50 taxpayers, and there's some people on here who've indicated large amounts of taxpayers, and I just don't know how you do it manually. I don't. You can't.
Yeah, I don't.
You're a hurricane about to happen.
I totally agree, Mark. Yeah. So I don't know how people work on e-filing anymore. It was just a huge frustration for me. So like I said, so I love AccFin. Thank you very much. So if there's no more questions specifically for me, I'm going to go, if that's okay.
All right, Magriet, thank you very much for your time,
Okay.
and keep up the good work.